3 months ago, I was beyond excited to get my Panasonic bread machine. Dun-da-da-deen. Ooh, let's pull it out. Wow. Okay, let's look inside. Oh. But after asking around, I noticed a trend. Most people who bought a bread machine stopped using it after a short time. Would I get bored of it too? 3 months later, the answer is a resounding no. In fact, I've been having a blast testing tons of recipes from the Panasonic bread book. I'll make a video on that soon, but there's one thing in particular that I'm obsessed with. Something I normally pay a fortune for at the mall bakery back in the States. Cinnamon rolls. At first, they turned out good, but not great. So I started experimenting, tweaking the recipe until I found the perfect version. Now I make these at least once a week. And today, I want to show you how this recipe has evolved from, wow, this is tasty, to dangerously delicious. Are you ready? Let's go. First, let's add the ingredients into the machine. If you remember from the first video, I had never baked anything in my life, not even a cookie. So I was kind of nervous, but now I've gotten pretty fast because I've been doing this every week and it's so much fun. I push the start button, and for the next 55 minutes, Pierre, my bread machine, does the magic, mixing and rising the dough. For my first attempt, I followed the recipe exactly, and here's what I did. Stretched the dough to just 15 centimeters long and 25 centimeters wide. Brushed on milk up to 80% of the dough before adding the filling. Added 40 grams of sugar and half a gram of cinnamon. Then added 75 grams of raisins. Rolled it up, cut it, and put it back in the bucket. After a period of time, it was finished. I took it out and added the icing as in the recipe book, with a sugar and water mixture. I had been making it this way for a while and I loved it. But then it hit me. What if I can make it even better? So I decided to tweak it. I made 5 key changes. I stretched the dough out longer. More surface areas meant better swirls and more cinnamon goodness in every bite. I added way more sugar and cinnamon. 120 grams of sugar and 2 grams of cinnamon. And I didn't add any raisins or icing at the end. The result? So much better. More flavorful, perfectly caramelized sugar on the top and sides, and swirls that actually stood out. At this point, I was really happy with the recipe, but there was one more thing to try. I knew I wanted the raisins back in the mix because they added such a great flavor, but I wanted them evenly spread throughout the dough, not just tucked into the swirls. So this time, I let the bread machine do the work. I added the raisins to the machine's raisins compartment, and at exactly the 39-minute mark, the machine automatically dropped them in and kneaded them right into the dough. By the time I rolled it out to add the cinnamon sugar, the raisins were perfectly distributed. No clumping, no mess, and best of all, they stayed plump and juicy. The final result? Absolute perfection. Soft and fluffy inside, more cinnamon layers, the perfect balance of sweetness, raisins mixed in just right, and perfectly caramelized sugar on the top and sides. But just when I thought these cinnamon rolls couldn't get any better, one final upgrade took them to an entirely new level. I drizzled them with my homemade caramel sauce. OMG! With the caramel, these went from amazing to downright mind-blowing. And don't worry, I'll be making a video soon on how to make this caramel sauce from scratch with just 4 simple ingredients. So stay tuned. Oh my gosh, this looks unbelievably great. Let's cut it. It's still warm. Wow. Boy, my allergies are really getting bad here in Japan. It's only March. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is outrageously good. Let's cut a thicker piece so we don't fall apart here. Wow. Look at the inside of that and the outside. It looks so amazing. It's hot. It's burning my hand. Okay, look at that. It looks and it smells amazing. See that? Oh my goodness. Okay, how do you make a cinnamon roll better? By adding raisins inside. Oh, that is so good. How do you make that even better? Caramel, freshly made, homemade caramel. Look at that. That is crazy good. Look at the back of that. It's glistening. And the front has caramel on it. That is so good. I wish you could try this. One thing I wish I could really share with you, besides the taste, is the incredible smell of the cinnamon rolls as they bake. And then topping them with homemade caramel, pair that with a cup of freshly ground coffee, and it's pure bliss. Like a Yankee Candle on steroids. It's only been 3 months, but I feel like I'm just getting started. There's still so much more to bake, explore, and of course, eat. So stay tuned as I dive deeper into baking heaven. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my kitchen adventures from Japan. Until next time, sayonara!